We keep telling this government to stop playing with young people.
Hi cousins, brothers in arms. This is a new released documentary by the NTV regarding how the things that we've been speaking about, but because most of us are gullible, most of us like politicizing everything, most of us likes taking everything into tribal narratives, until NTV had to take their time and do the investigations to prove to you that actually the things we've been hearing from Gashagua, the truthful man, the one that you call tribal, the things that UN has been raising concerns about, Kenya supplying arms to the RSF group in Southern Sudan, killing hundreds of thousands of people.
These men are soldiers from Sudan Armed Forces, SAF, and Joint Forces active in Khartoum. They have just conducted a raid and seized ammunition that apparently belonged to their enemy, the Rapid Support Forces, RSF. The raid took place inside a town that has been held hostage by the RSF over the last 1 year. Inside a dark room, appearing to be one of the RSF's ammunition depots, the SAF soldiers are filming and seem absolutely amazed by what they've just found. The branding on these crates, full of an assortment of arms, has captured their attention. Written clearly on the wooden box is the word Kenya. A 6-month investigation by NTV in collaboration with Bellingcat can now reveal that ammunition initially delivered to Kenya has been found in Sudan's devastating civil war. This is despite calls by the United Nations Security Council to the international community to hold supply of arms to the warring parties.
These are things that Gashagua has been telling us. But do we want to listen because everything is tribal, everything it's opposition, everything is like this? Gashagua told us that Hemedi and Ruto, they are key part and parcel of whatever that is happening. They are doing business together. And the time that Hemedi actually just came to visit Kenya, and the time they were given the platform to do their parallel government and all that, it was all strategical because Ruto has been supporting them. But do you want to listen? No. But most of us, we are like that doubting Thomas, whatever they call, until you see proof. NTV went a notch higher just to give you the proof. So, you know, you got to believe it. Remember when Gashagua was talking about this, right?
I had a serious disagreement with President William Ruto about Sudan. You know we have a problem in Sudan. There's a rebel movement called RSF. And the leader of that group is called Hemedi, has been the vice president of Sudan.
In a controversial media interview in April, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua claimed President Ruto had business dealings with General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, popularly known as Hemedi.
And Hemedi came, and we met, we discussed about Kenya and Sudan, but that was not the purpose of the visit. I took him to the president. Later on, I realized they are doing business. After some time, it became clear to me that the international community had placed international sanctions against Hemedi.
So, you still think everything is tribalism. You still think everything is politics. You heard it. I told you we are playing with fire, jumping from a frying pan into the fire, playing with Southern Sudan, playing with people's livelihoods. UN raised concerns about this. Gashagua told us about this, but do you want to believe it? Because people on the online people are just there making noise. That's it. The truth be told, but Kenyans, most of the Kenyans are gullible. You don't want to believe in everything because the things that the politicians made you believe in is tribal narratives, the things that. How many times does things want to be, do you want things to be said so that you can actually believe it's true? Gashagua said that Ruto could be worth 3 trillion. 3 trillion, it's a lot of money. Gashagua said that Ruto and Hemeti are playing business of arms and controlling Southern Sudan. Yeah. It's happening, right? Gashagua said Langat is Ruto's man and he's actually the killer cop. Yay! Did you see that? Whatever the things that are happening, and you still doubt, you can't be rescued. You can't be helped.
Mmeona venye Gashagua anaongeaga ni ukweli. Mnakumbuka few months ago akihojiwa na NTV alisema kuna deal inaendelea kati ya Kenya na Sudan. So leo NTV inasema imekuwa ikifanya uchunguzi for more than 6 months huko Sudan. Ikapata zile silaha Sudan wanatumia mingi ziko na lebo ya Kenya. Na ndizo zinatumika kuua watu huko Sudan. Kama hiyo ni ukweli, I think itatuweka pahali pabaya sa country katika zile relations tunakuaga nazo na hizi makantri zingine, na tunajulikana si ni watu wa peace na kuweka amani.
South Sudan did not defeat North Sudan or Sudan in a tribal battle. It was a U.S. project. I would go often to Nairobi and meet U.S. military or senators or others with deep interests in Sudan's politics. This was part of the game of unipolarity.
My people, breaking news. Watu wa 10 bila break sijui mtaficha wapi uso. Anyway, it's alleged that kuna pilot ndege imekuwa bombed huko Sudan. Ilikuwa imeenda kusupply weapons. Ilikuwa imeenda kusupply ammunitions to the RSF. And remember, President Ruto is the commander-in-chief of RSF, the Janjaweed in Sudan. Remember, they actually had a parallel government in Nairobi just the other day. And now he's funding the Sudanese. And as we are talking, watu 200 and something wameuawa Sudan. Are we together? Are we together? I thought Kenya, you are peacemakers. I thought Kenya, you are here to unite. So you are here to kill. Anywho's, mimi sina ubaya. Huyo Kenyan pilot aliuawa kwa territories za RSF na wanajeshi wa Sudan. Ndege ilibo na hapo ndiye akakufia. Hii hamwezi sikia. Imefichwa kama bangi. Yes. Anywho's, who does that? Aluta? Hey, news. Sisi ni macho tu. Sisi ni macho tu. Aluta.
Nasikitika sana moyoni mwangu, ni nani aliyemuumba huyu? Nasikitika sana moyoni mwangu, ni nani aliyemuumba huyu? Si wewe Mwenyezi Mungu, si wewe Mwenyezi Mungu, ni nani aliyemuumba huyu? Si wewe Mwenyezi Mungu, si wewe Mwenyezi Mungu, ni nani aliyemuumba huyu?
Of course, that's why I said they have a date with destiny. Okay. In August 2026. Their date with destiny is coming. They will be called to account. And the first step will be for them to be voted out. All these legacy politicians will be voted out. Once they are voted out, we will start the criminal justice process, where they will be called to each answer to the heinous acts they committed against the people of Kenya. Then we will now move to the next step. But we cannot forget, and we cannot say that we should not open old wounds. We will only be doing justice. Justice is not about opening old wounds. Justice is about making sure that the right thing is done, even when it appears inconvenient.
Okay. Do we have a dictator in town, and what does it? Why are Kenyans really embracing that?
Well, they are waiting for the next election. I can tell you, if Ruto gets more than 3 million votes, he will be lucky. Even the Kalenjins that he thinks they are going to vote for him blindly. The young people from that community are not going to vote for him.
So
I'm telling you for free.
So the crowds from Narok during his tour of the region, that could have been part of paid up crowds.
You saw the crowd even in central Kenya, where each person was being paid 1,000 shillings, and some of them they were being paid 5,000. And the border guys, they were being paid to carry 2 people, and he himself is paid not only to carry but to attend the rally.
Wacheni tu mimi niseme na mapema. Ndio kama kuna list na andiko mniweke kwa list. I can't wait to reject Finance Bill 2025. I can't wait because I know it will be something absurd. It will be something mental. I can't wait. Mniweke kwa list jameni. List ya reject.
And don't buy into the political rhetoric of trying to divide you into tribes.
Yes.
Our problems are not tribal. There is no Kikuyu problem, there is no Kalenjin problem, there is no Luo problem, there is no Somali problem. There is no Kamba problem.
Yes.
Shift share knows no tribe. The university funding model knows no tribe.
Yeah.
Joblessness knows no tribe. All these problems that we point out, they do not know any tribe.
Luchivia, Ndiyo. Labda hujui ni nani utapigia kura in 2027. Yes. Lakini ile kitu muhimu zaidi Ndiyo. Ni kwamba ujue yule mwenye hautapigia kura. Yes. Are we together? You may not know who you will vote for in 2027. Yes. But it is important to know who you will not vote for in 2027.
The best way for Kenyans to vote in 2027 is 2 ways. 1, don't vote for anybody who did not deliver when it came to their manifesto. Number 2, do not vote for anybody who had any previous corruption cases. For example, when it comes to Sakaja, the current Nairobi governor wants to run for a 2nd term. Now, I will be damned if I vote for Sakaja considering just one part of the manifesto, which is roads. He said that he will fix roads and he will fix drainage and water will be distributed to different parts of Nairobi. He said this and he has not delivered. Nairobi to go 2025, we are almost at the half of the year and the roads are flooding insanely even if it rains just a little bit. So what logic would someone be using if they vote for Sakaja for the 2nd time? What logic would somebody be using if they vote for Pasaris, who is definitely probably going to run again for Nairobi women rep, and she has not been proactive in talking about like femicide cases and protecting women, which is her job in parliament. If we just focus on those 2 things, not voting for anybody who had any corruption case and not voting for anybody who has messed up their manifesto, I feel like Kenyans will be really, really far. Instead of focusing on voting for somebody because of their tribe, because they paid you 200 shillings, because you are voting for them just so that they can remove somebody else and you hope that they are going to do something better, please, I think it's time that we remove ourselves from the situation. And also to the Kenyan youth, we are the majority. When you look at people who are 35 and under, we are the majority when it comes to the population. By 2027, let's say all of us will be adult status and all of us can get a voter's ID and actually vote. I am really, really, really encouraging people to register to vote when that time comes. Let's not vote for people because of any other reason except those 2. Let's be logical this time, please. Like our lives depend on it.
Kwani wewe utakubali upige kura mtu aibe? Wewe kama Mkenya mwenye unateseka as we speak now, utakubali uende upige kura 2027 alafu mtu achukue aongeze rais? Kwa sababu anatuambia kwamba hakuna rais ashawahi kuwa 1-term president. Sasa wanasema hata kama rais hatapita, watachukua kidogo kidogo kutoka kwa zile zetu waongeze rais apite. Kwani wewe kama Mkenya who are going through a very difficult times as we speak now, are you going to allow people to steal your elections? Kwani tutakuwa wajinga aina gani? Tutakuwa wajinga aina gani turuhusu watu waibe kura zetu yenye tumepiga na venye sisi tunateseka saa hii? Atuwaibe waongeze yule mwingine apate aingie kama rais. Kwani sisi tutakuwa wajinga aina gani? Si wajinga walisha Kenya. Sasa itakuwa aje mtu atuibie kura zetu?
Wakiiba itaungua. That is the truth of the matter. No way. That wakiiba, just like his agents have said that watajaza. The truth of the matter is wametuibia kutosha, wameiba pesa zetu za kutosha, wametuua ya kutosha. If William Ruto survives to the election na ajaribu kuiba, itaungua. And that's the truth of the matter.
2027, at the tallying center at the ward level, we will have Gen Z representatives to count the votes and to announce the votes. Alafu tutaungana kama Gen Z, kama ni Nairobi County, kuna Gen Z wa kule Githurai, Gen Z wa Kangemi, atatuambia ni ngapi na tutajua ni votes ngapi za rais zimepigwa katika Nairobi County, na tutafanya hivyo katika Kakamega County, tutafanya hivyo katika Bungoma County.
Hamna haja na magavana, MCA, mnataka zile za rais peke yake.
Lazima rais ametuchosha bana, lazima akwende nyumbani.
One time. Sasa nini? Ground. Atuongea. Sawa.
Hivi venye nanawa hivi. Ndio nanawa Ruto. Nimenawa Ruto kabisa. Nimenawa Ruto. Ruto Kasongo nimekunawa.
My people, unaingia quiver alafu unaletewa one time kama chesa. Mulisema hamutaki kuchelewa in anything. Well, Kenyans, you never disappoint, and this is the reason as to why I just love my country, Kenya. Munakuanga macho na munakuanga sete in anything. Anyway, Aluta, the struggle continues. We have to drain the swamps.
Say you more you.
Ruto must go. Ruto must go. Ruto must go. Ruto must go.
Enyewe Ruto must go. Enyewe Ruto must go. By the way, Ruto must go. Enyewe Ruto must go. Wash fire, Ruto must go. Enyewe Ruto must go. By the way, Ruto must go.